Hey painting pals, welcome back to Mandy's Minis Live. And I am just going to get started on painting this guy. He is from Mammoth Factory from this month's bundle. Excuse me. All right. So, wow, what are you doing over there?
Just messing about.
All right.
Izzy says hello.
Hello, Izzy. Welcome. Welcome. I was just saying I'm painting up this guy from Mammoth Factory. He's from this month's bundle. And I think he's pretty cool. So, I was so proud of myself. I actually, I announced how I was taking a break from commissions and things like that. And, well, guess what? I actually got commissioned to do a giant display for, well, okay, it's not supposed to be giant, but a display for, oh, this is a bit high. Okay. How's that not working? There we go. All right. I know what's up. Sure. But anyway, so yeah, a display, which of course we interpreted as giant, so that's on us. But so now I've got to paint that this month, and then I do have another little one that snuck in. But it's got such a great story, and I couldn't say no. That's always my problem. I can never say no. I just like painting the minis, and especially when I can help someone out. So this story, really great. It's a mother who is she commissioned a D&D mini of her son for his 40th birthday. Hello, the Bland Whips.
That's Izzy on the other channel.
Oh, okay.
Izzy's watching us on both.
Well, hello again. So, all right. We constantly have people fighting for our number one fan. I think Izzy's winning now. Anyway, so the story. So it's for his 40th birthday. So not exactly a child, but she's kind of combining it with his favorite character and with him to make a special D&D character based off his personality and stuff for her to give. And of course, how could I say no painting something that special and important? So of course I said yes.
Izzy says she's testing the technology and Twitch has no delay today, so.
Oh, that is so good to hear. That was really annoying last week. So, we also have a bunch of stuff toned down here, so that's probably helping. Yeah.
I thought the fish was fun last week, though, and I might just throw some fish. I don't have anything to give away this week.
Yeah, no, we did all our giveaways.
But, you know, there's no reason we can't have little critters swimming around.
Well, we did put a lot of work into making them.
Exactly.
But
and they're cute and silly. And what's wrong with cute and silly?
Well, and it's Monty Python, and you can't go wrong with Python. You know?
You know.
You just can't. Even when they're bad, they're good.
Izzy agrees that the commission sounds fun.
Yeah, so there we go. I, again, put myself on the back burner, but that's what I always do. But again, how could I say no to that? That is such a really cool thing. It's like that wedding party I did. They commissioned miniatures of their entire wedding party for their wedding party gifts. I, of course, could not say no to that one either. And they were very well received.
That one did look super cool.
That one was wonderful. And the best part was they found me because two of the people in their wedding party used me for commission for their miniatures. So they're two of my regulars. So that was fun, also trying to keep that quiet until I knew that I wouldn't ruin the secret. So, but yeah. And of course, it's always such a big compliment when you get a referral like that. So, can't go wrong with that. We did manage to get to the beach. And if my skin tone looks a little different today, that is because...
Basing it on your own sunburnt skin.
That is because Ben bought the cheap sunscreen. So, yes, it was applied repeatedly at the beach for the short time we were there. But
I thought you were talking about skin tone on the model.
No. I'm talking about my own little mug. Oh, not so little, but...
Gotcha.
Okay. So...
You're giving me flashbacks.
Flashbacks?
I watched all the Lethal Weapon movies the other day.
Oh, that's right, you did. I did not.
3 movies of Leo Getz. Okay?
Yeah, but come on, that is a fun character.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta love those kind of, I don't know what you'd call them. They're just crazy characters.
They're supporting characters. Izzy wants to know what kind of skin tone you're going to do with this mini, and also if it's a 75 millimeter. It is about 75 millimeters tall.
It is 60 millimeters tall.
60 millimeters.
It was supposed to be 50, but somebody got it a little big, which I'm not going to complain about.
All of the Mammoth Factory games
come 32 millimeter.
Well, actually, they're a little bit smaller than that, but and we sized it up.
Excuse me, 28 millimeter. I do usually size them up just because I prefer, when I'm doing painting for Mammoth Factory, I prefer printing them at 50 because it's actually a pretty standard size, not as standard as 72 and 32, but...
Well, you're also painting them specifically for the photos.
Yes, I was getting to that.
Oh, sorry.
You just like jumping on my comments today.
Well, sorry.
That's okay.
Izzy's got that same set. She liked the deer. Yeah, it was creepy little creature.
That was really neat, but... so I like doing them at 50 because it gives me like the balance of both worlds. It's faster than doing a 72 millimeter because it's smaller, but I can get a little better detail than on 32 millimeter. So right now I am starting with Indian Shadow. That is going to be my shadow color. So a nice like purplish, reddish brown-ish kind of color. And then I'm going to use Dwarven Skin. I wanted him to be a little bit more tan, so I thought this would give me a nice kind of tan look without going too sunburned. And then I was planning on just using a nice basic skin tone for the highlight. So those would be my main colors, and I haven't picked out anything else yet, so that's kind of where I'm at. But I did make up the base yesterday. I kind of like this. It's going to be like a muddy hill, and there's going to be some more foliage, static grass, and tufts, and things like that added to the base. But most of the base pieces came from Epic Basing. I took one of their trees and broke off some branches to be the little twigs lying around, and all the different plants, and then the vines are all milliput that we made, and the rock came with the model. So there you go.
The sea creatures are fun. I think they're going to be an ongoing thing.
Oh, Ben. Okay.
I found a gimmick. It may not be a good gimmick, but you know what? I think it's fun, so.
Yeah, well, that's okay, as long as you're happy. Honestly, this whole thing is just about fun.
Yep.
So.
Now I just have to make you make me more fish.
You saw how I made them.
Yeah, do you think that means I remember how to make them? Because I don't. You've seen me design contact lenses too.
No, I haven't.
I suppose not.
I might have been in the room while you were talking to someone, but I did not see anything. So. Nor will I. I have enough with my own jobs. All of my jobs.
You have plenty of jobs.
So, yeah, kind of just focusing on that. But what else is going on, honey?
I
know we've got
life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. I don't know. I hate to say it, but since last week, nothing super fun. We covered the beach and...
Yeah, went to the beach, had a beautiful day. It was so much fun. So that was awesome.
The water was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
The waves were just big enough to slap you around a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. Especially when you got like a good boat going around, not too far. The waves would sort of be more frequent, so you'd get a nice big wave followed by one of those not so big waves, but it just hits you just right to smack you in the face. You know, a fun little slap in the face.
And it was just the perfect temperature to be able to stay in the water as long as you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Without,
we're definitely
anything like that.
We're definitely water bugs when it comes to the beach. But that was a fun day, and I got a little more work on Tiamat done. So progress is happening. That's about it with that.
You didn't record any of that, though.
I did, actually. I recorded just a smidge.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't talk on camera at all. I just recorded a little bit of the painting.
Well, considering you've already got like 2 hours of footage for it.
Oh, I have way more than 2 hours of footage, I'm sure. So, that's going to be, when we get around to that one's going to be...
ridiculous.
Yep. Very, very ridiculous. But hopefully it'll still be a fun watch.
That's the plan.
Yep. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay.
I mean...
I think we're going to be leaning on the editor quite a bit for that one, though.
Right. For the entertaining side of things.
Yeah. Well, it's got some built-in drama, and
Yeah.
oh, it's been a journey going through that one.
Izzy is sure it'll be great.
So, well, thank you. I believe me, that's one of the main reasons why it's taking so long. I mean, I could have been done with it, but I want it to be.
You were done with it.
I was not. I want it to be like perfect, absolutely perfect. So that's the goal. That's where I'm trying to get to.
I mean, if we're looking for fun stuff, we could always tell them about how your D&D character turned down the throne.
Yeah, I don't think that's as much fun as that's so much fun for them to hear about, but
No, probably not. I am not Matt Mercer. I'm not, that entertaining of a DM.
but
Now, I have a question.
okay.
We do not have a regular weekly D&D night. We usually we do very free-form, fly by the seat of our pants sort of thing, role playing while we paint here. So,
Yep.
it's very loose.
Very loose, very rough. Basically, we barely use dice. Kind of depends on what we're working on, how much, because sometimes, like, when you're wet blending and stuff, you don't have time to stop to roll a die, and factor everything in.
And
So-
oh my, do I get yelled at if I ask her to, roll a die while she's doing that.
While I'm wet blending, yeah.
Like, I'm supposed to be able to tell how she's painting.
Okay, but, I mean, you should be able to tell.
No, it all looks the same.
No, it doesn't.
From across the room, it all looks the same.
You're not across the room. You're sitting right next to me.
The room isn't that big.
You're sitting right next to me. It's not across the room. Not gonna let you get away with that one. But
So instead of
yeah.
like a weekly thing, it's usually in every. It used to be an every night thing.
Used to be, yeah.
Life has gotten in the way lately. There's been way too much adulting.
Well, not just adulting, just other things we want to do. So. Like, Monday, I obviously we did not get to any role playing because I was actually with you. So, and he was
you
cleaning.
stole my role playing time, Izzy.
No, come on, don't be like that.
Oh, Izzy's a big girl. She can defend herself. She's more than capable.
We're the ones who, well, let's be honest, I'm the one who set up the perks of patron and stuff. So.
Izzy says, "Oh no." Oh no, LOL. See, I told you, she'd be fine. She'd be fine.
So, and then,
Last night I was trying to keep the house clean.
no, that was Monday. Yesterday we actually did some role playing.
Oh, that's right. We did actually do some role playing last night.
Yeah, yesterday was exactly what you were talking about. That was.
That's right.
Oh no, it was the day before that I turned down the throne.
Yes.
So
Sunday.
that was Sunday. So. Yeah.
But yeah, I would say, we roll actual dice, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, it happens.
But Mandy is also the sort of person, she's not super excited by the combat side of role playing. She likes the people and the interactions.
Yeah, I prefer the actual role playing part for the most part, but that's also because it's just the two of us and not a group.
This is true.
If we're in a group, then I very much enjoy the dice rolling, and I am total dice goblin.
Well, yes, nobody questions that. There's at least one bag of dice in every room of the house, including the kitchen and the dining room.
We don't have a dining room.
Well, they're kind of one big kitchen dining room. Honestly, I consider one half the kitchen and one half the dining room.
I missed some of his chest up here.
Well, hop 2.
Hop to, mister. I'm not doing anything right now.
I'm producing. Thank you very much. You know what? Just for that? Just for that?
Just for that, you're going to put up more fish?
And you don't get to see it.
See what I have to deal with?
And you love it. Yeah, that one's one of my favorites.
So, yeah, and last week was really rough for us role playing wise. We really didn't get to do any because we were preparing for. I shouldn't say last week, but
last week.
Going into last week, we were preparing for the big event, and
yes.
It was a lot of preparation. So
it was good though. It was a lot of fun.
It was. Really enjoyed it. It was worth all the prep time.
Absolutely.
But yeah, our life pretty much consists of, we both have our day jobs, and then we come downstairs and, we eat dinner, come downstairs and paint and role play, unless I have something else going on with the channel. So every now and again we have to do company meetings. Like when Quadrufi wanted to sponsor us, they're like, "Oh, send us your sponsorship packages." My what? I guess we better get on making one of those. So.
It is a pretty good life.
Yep.
Not quite as good as just working 24 hours a week, but it has its moments.
It has its moments. No, for the most part.
No, it's got a lot of good moments.
I was gonna say we kind of established the life we want. So.
We absolutely have.
Yeah. No complaints at all.
Nope.
I mean, I could find things to complain about,
Yeah, but why would you?
But, yeah, I choose to try and stay a little more optimistic than that. And, I've been through a lot in my life, and I'm not there anymore. I've survived all of that, gotten through, came out the other side, and now I can just be happy and appreciative.
Making yourself sound like a Broadway musical over there.
Yeah, well, can't complain about that. I love Broadway musicals. So, except for Hamilton.
You haven't seen it. You can't say you don't like it.
I have heard enough.
You have heard enough to say you're not interested.
I have heard the soundtrack, and trust me, that is plenty to say I don't like it. So. Don't get
Nothing
me wrong,
against
it's-
anybody who does.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everybody's allowed to enjoy whatever they like. So, if you enjoy it, cool. But, it's not for me. Oh.
Genius would that be?
Ben is has decided to start working on our diorama for Mammoth Games.
No,
But yeah, listen to how crazy this is. So they asked me to do a diorama for this new set that it's not even just a set, it's like this new Kickstarter thing they're gonna be coming out with.
Wow, listen to all the free advertisement they're getting from us.
Oh, I know.
We should totally hit them up.
But so they asked me if I wanted to do a diorama, and I was like, hey, you know what? I turned off my commission. Sure, I'll do it. So, I mean, they pretty much asked for a diorama with basically a minimum of 3. I'm going to move the camera a little more. Basically 3 minis.
Oh, they only asked for 3?
No, they wanted one from each set, and there's 3 sets. So, I ended up with like 10,
I think we
11,
used-
12, 13, like 15.
I think we used them. At least 4 or 5 from each set.
It was 3 from each set, and then one set had like 7. So, yeah. Totally made it way more work than it needed to be. But I'm also hoping that means it's going to come out super cool. And it has been so long since we've done a diorama together. I think it's been years.
Me too.
The last one we did was, gosh, was it the lava one?
Well, Robot Robbie.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so that was 3 years ago.
No, this will not be for the Diorama Commission.
Yeah, no, this is just my basically. They don't actually pay me to paint their minis.
Let's not go into their details. But basically, this is her work for them for the month.
Right. So it's kind of.
Not so much for that.
I paint at least one figure for them every month. So, for their marketing and stuff. But they're a great company. I enjoy working with them. Especially when I love the models of the month.
Yep.
I usually end up wanting to do more than just one, but you know, time never really permits. So, it'll be interesting to see how all this comes together in time. But I think it's all gonna be good, and it's totally gonna be very exciting and worth it in the end.
Oh yeah, this is going to be very cool.
But yeah, they're a great company to work with.
Okay, so what's this new color you're putting on him? I
New as of like 10 minutes ago, but...
Yeah, I was gonna say, you mean the one I just finished putting on him?
Okay, well, you haven't told us what color it is, so...
That would be the 50-50 mix of my shadow color and my highlight, or my midtone. So. It's the, what was that? Indian Shadow and Dwarven Skin mixed together. So. And just covering that everywhere.
I'm going completely quiet.
Yeah. So I'm getting ready to move on to the Dwarven Skin. But I am switching to my detail brush for that.
Detail brush? Oh my.
Yes, the one with the nice point. Oh, that can point at the fish. I found the fishy.
Only took you a stream and a half.
So, yep, that tells you about all you need to know about my my sense of comedy. That Find the Fish is my favorite.
And has been for years.
Yep. Probably always will be. I mean, it's Find the Fish. How do you not love that? It's so much fun.
What are you painting?
So,
Share it with the world. Tell us all.
yes, yes.
The one you put up on Discord today was gorgeous.
Ah, the color theory one.
Yeah, weren't you gonna do a video about that?
I am. Eventually. It'll happen.
It's alright, you don't have... Ugly Sue mini from White Wolf.
I think I remember that one, but I gotta remind myself.
Like a necromancer lady. Okay, definitely not the one I was thinking of.
Necromancers are awesome.
Is it the one with the skeletons around it?
No, that's Peta. The one you've got waiting for you?
Yeah.
No, that's Peta.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, the one holding the skull.
Oh,
That John did a while back?
That's an old one.
Yeah. Well, that could be what she's painting. It's a necromancer.
I understand.
It's from White Werewolf.
You are absolutely correct about both of these things.
That was actually John's mother color video. Where he was talking about mother colors.
It is not,
Ah.
but she is definitely necromancy.
Oh, nice. And it does have a skull.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to not have a skull when you're doing a necromancer.
This is very true.
That is one of those things. But yes, very cool model. I cannot wait to see what you're doing with that.
Thank you for not making me search through my my mini factory collection. Which has gotten unbelievably large lately.
Yes.
Problematically so, in fact.
Yes. Well, it's because we've got all the Mammoth Factory. We've got
We were doing DM stash for a while.
Yeah. Oh, we've got the won one of their contests. Well, technically, I placed fourth. But the third prize winner already had all of the the prize, so he volunteered to give it to me.
Yeah, White Werewolf has.
So.
Mandy's loved White Werewolf for a while, and they've been getting better and better and better.
Yeah. Oh, they're fantastic. Keep saying we need to reach out to them and try and work with them next. And so, I used to love Hero Forge. They used to be one of my favorites. But they started going the way of.
No, Hero Forge is to do your own.
I'm sorry, not Hero Forge. Heroes Infinite.
Yes, Heroes Infinite.
They started going the way of mimicking Warhammer models, and there's just not enough of that for me to justify the monthly payment anymore. So
she did DM Stash's patron this month, and the one mini she broke this month was from DM Stash.
Oh, okay.
And she's gonna do Necromancer Lady with super pale skin. So
yeah. Oh, DM Stash is another really great company. Just so friendly, so nice.
Yep. We just have too many figures at this point.
I just have too little time to paint. That's what it comes down to. I just need more time to paint. But, you know, I have nothing left to give up time-wise. I shouldn't say I have nothing left to give up. Nothing I'm willing to give up time-wise to make more time for miniature painting.
Too little time, never too many figures.
You know?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, you could give up sleep, but
I
don't.
actually can't.
I'm aware.
Doctor says no, I can't.
Aware.
They actually give me drugs to make sure I sleep a full night's sleep, because that is not something I've ever done very well, even going back to childhood. So yeah. So now the doctors make me, which is, you know, another way I got the migraines, as well as the posture and everything like that, but actually had several factors contributing to it. So
3 different headaches all at once.
yes. How's that for fun? Not only did I have a migraine, I had 3 types of migraine all at once. So yeah, definitely don't recommend that path for anyone. It is not worth it.
Yeah, but you're mostly over it now.
I'm completely, well, I mean, it'll never completely go away, but it is so well managed. My migraines are so well managed that my doctor's jealous of me, because his is still worse.
He does like that you are a model patient, though.
Yes. Yes. It's amazing how well you can keep disease and trouble at bay if you follow the doctor's advice. So I do tend to do that, or at least try to do that.
Izzy is also a migraine person.
Uh-huh.
And hers are managed too. Did they give you Botox? Are you a Botox person? Not to dip into your life too much if you don't want to share. Sorry, I'm just like getting super personal there.
Yep, I get the Botox. Every 3 months, I get about 32 injections into my head neck, and shoulders. So. Oh, yeah. That did not work for me.
Okay.
That was the first one I was on.
Oh, okay. I don't even remember anymore.
So, yeah. I was on that for a while. We tried that one. It was not enough. Actually, I think I might still have a prescription for that because it helps with nausea. So if the migraine gets bad enough that you get nauseous, it'll actually
Calm that part down.
right. So technically, I do have some of that in the house. But yeah, so I'm on. I also did the nerve blocks for a while, but the nerve blocks were fewer injections, but it was a bigger needle, so it hurt more. And they put that directly into the nerve, so it hurts really bad when it's happening, but then absolutely nothing afterwards.
Her story's almost the same as yours.
So, yeah. That was exactly what my doctor said. He was like, okay, you're gonna do X, Y, and Z. It's gonna be hell for about 3 weeks, and then one day you'll just have no more pain. And right at towards the end of that timeline, I was like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's awful. This sucks. I can't do this anymore. Blah blah blah. The very next day, no pain whatsoever. And it's been really well managed since then. I do also have some. I'm now on prednisone for emergency drugs, which is a pretty big deal. And you can only take it. I can't take it more than once per week. Because when I took it 2 days in a row, I couldn't sleep at all. Like, I was awake for 48 hours, even taking my sleeping prescriptions. And, I mean, I was wired that whole time. So, like, 2 in the morning, I'm, like, ready to run around the house, just full of energy. And then the entire next day I'm at work and I'm like, where's this crash? When's the crash coming? When's the crash coming? No crash. Kept going. Like, just endless energy.
It was creepy.
So, yeah, that stuff gets scary. So that one is just for major emergencies, and I only take one, and that's it. No more. So... that's a fun one. But,
clearly this is a new definition of fun that I have not previously been familiar with.
well, I mean,
It's a joke.
I
It's
know.
Line from a book.
it's a line from a movie, and I've heard it.
It's Hitchhikers.
Well, first off, I have watched Hitchhikers.
Watching Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is not the same as reading Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Not even close, not even a little bit.
Whatever.
No,
Your book
not
snob.
whatever. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm allowed to be.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
That's because
But that's okay.
you're not really allowed to read anymore.
Yeah, I still sneak it in and get away with it.
Oh, yeah.
I get my one book every couple of years.
Yep. Alright. He is just chugging along real nicely. That's the fun of mammoths, though. They always tend to look really nice without having to put a whole lot of spectacular effort into it.
They have an excellent level of detail.
They do. It's that really good balance of not too much and not too little. It's not like, oh my gosh, what a boring figure, but it's not Games Workshop where there's baubles and little bits everywhere that it's going to take you 3 years to paint. So that's nice. And that's why one of the reasons I really like them. But I think I'm going to jump straight to highlights now.
Ooh, living bold?
I am. But he's coming along so well.
Everything's going so well.
You are not supposed to say that when we're on live stream. You know better.
I'm the producer. I can do what I want. I'm not even supposed to be on the live stream. I'm just a voice from the darkness.
Well, that's true. Okay. Well, we're running out of topics, I see.
Izzy says I keep it fun.
Yes, he does.
Yep, I'm the one who just throws in hand grenades from the sidelines and then just watches what happens. See, like this. So, Mandy, are you going to keep the base colors realistic, or are you going to give him a fantasy landscape with, you know, like red plants and green rocks and purple vines? He's a fantasy character after all.
Yeah. And I don't paint that way. So, realistic. Actually, I don't mind painting that way. I actually think that's a lot of fun, and I don't get to do it very often. But this particular,
Helen says she loves the hero.
Oh, hi, Helen.
We are glad you made it.
Hi. Oh, yeah, I'm so glad you actually got on today. So, yeah, I'm actually painting him for Mammoth Factory. That's one of the companies I work with. And he is just getting his skin tone in here. And
Yes,
I'm
he
just
does.
on the highlighting, so.
She says he looks very realistic and powerful.
Oh boy, thank you. So he's coming along pretty good. I just started him today. So. And I'm working on highlighting his skin so that it gets up to the highlights. And then I'm going to go in and do some glazing to blend him a little bit, blend the skin tone a little better, and also get some red in there. And that will...
Izzy knows all about blending and glazing.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. She's going to be an expert any day now. And then she's going to start teaching all of us. So.
She says she's doing that now.
There you go.
Exactly.
So,
Just so long as she doesn't come for our jobs, come for our channel.
there's enough space for everybody in the hobby.
She can have one of her own. I'm not going to stop her from that, but
That's what I'm saying.
she can't have ours.
There's enough space for everybody.
Haha! That's awesome. Okay, now we have to. Now we have to make that merch. She's playing the back and forth game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Back and forth game is a lot of fun in a very sarcastic way.
And she has no. She does not want to take over the channel. It's one of those things that is a lot more work than it looks like.
The channel?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. We're gonna get Helen there too. She's gonna do live stream eventually. So we're gonna get her doing some of that, and that'll be a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. Which is why I don't show my face very often.
Oh, you don't. You aren't usually really involved in
Sure, just
most of the videos
just
that I
give
do.
away my secrets. Come on. I was doing the editing for a while.
You were for a while.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
talk like that. Yes, you will.
Ow. Are you kidding? You're going to blow past me. You are so good on camera. So. And, you'll have so much fun doing it. Very Ken Posick style. Wait, you don't even know who that is.
Oh, I know well enough to recognize the name.
Oh, he's a big deal in that part of the real estate. So. And yep. Okay. So now, what do you guys think? More of a deeper red for the blood tone, or more of a magenta, or maybe a brighter red? Was kind of the three options.
Don't look at me. I have no idea.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go deeper because that's what I feel like. So, I would love to share with you all what this color is, but it is color sample from Reaper, which means it was an off print, so it's not the right shade of anything. And when you order from Reaper Miniatures, they actually sometimes include some of those in your orders if you get lucky. So those are always fun, but the problem is you can't get them again.
More to the point, they
So.
can't get them again.
Right. So
The batch didn't mix quite right.
you get some good colors though that
Helen
way.
says brighter red.
Oh, brighter red. Okay. Well, this darker red isn't really working because it's blending in with the shadow tone. So I think that might be a big help for me anyway.
There you go, brighter red it is.
Yep, that's better. Okay. A little much. He's not wearing blush. There we go. can't say perfect. They can't see what you're doing.
I certainly can say perfect. I can say whatever I want.
I can say
Aw.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Are you calling me perfect?
Well, I call you perfect all the time. That's not a surprise.
No, the surprise is that you're still saying it after 20 years of marriage, so.
At this point, I have to. I have to maintain the facade.
That's true. That's true. He set expectations high when we were dating, so he's still got to live up to those. 20 years later.
Haven't managed to live up to them in 20 years. Still working on it.
You do just fine. Don't let him trick you guys. He's fantastic. But
Helen says you're perfect too.
aw. Aw, thanks, Helen. Funny thing is, you probably know better than anyone that I'm not. Since you get to hear all my mistakes when they happen, so. But you know, I try not to. I don't like making mistakes. If I'm gonna do something, I want to do it right.
Sorry, Cole. She's using.
Alright.
She's still using them.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, no, I'm still using them. Can't have them. I didn't sign a paper. So
She did not sign her her donor card.
I did not sign my donor card, but not because I don't think being a organ donor isn't valid. I think it is a great thing and all of that, but I actually can't be a donor, so that's okay. So I haven't signed it, but I do recommend it for most of you, and as long as you're not in a Monty Python sketch. So that's the important thing.
I think we covered that quite well.
But why though? Yeah, like I said, well, first off, I'm using them, and second off, like I said, I can't be a donor anyway, so. Alright. But hello and welcome to the stream. So. Alright.
I didn't even get to throw that grenade.
What grenade?
The liver and pancreas.
Oh. Okay, I'm really not following you, but sure.
Remember earlier I said I just get to stand on the sidelines and throw grenades into things?
Oh, yes.
things interesting?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, no. No, now we have someone else new who's definitely throwing in some interesting stuff.
Most certainly.
And, yes, for those of you who did not get it, it is a Monty Python joke, and we have made more than a few Monty Python references in the last few streams.
Probably more than our fair share.
Oh, definitely. But I mean, considering our entire live stream last week was based off one Monty Python skit from one of their movies. So. Okay. And let's see if you guys can witness a miracle, which would be painting eyes on camera. See if we can't pull this off.
Good luck.
Thank you. Alright. There's one. There's two. Let's see if I can't get this to fix a little bit better. Not quite even. Surprise, surprise.
Somebody gets to play the back and forth game.
Back and forth game with eyes on a live stream. So, don't worry, I'll get it.
You have fun with that.
I'm determined, so. We're gonna get this.
I'm leaving you on your own for a couple minutes.
Oh no. So now I have to paint eyes on a live stream while I am.
Yes, while you entertain chat.
All right. He's not asking the impossible or anything. All right. Oh, excuse me. All right. Back and forth eye game. The worst. Actually, not quite. I would rather do it with eyes than I would with, say, you know, black and white, or even white with red. Those bold colors that don't work well next to each other. Ooh, that's not bad. I bet I can fix that one up right here to be perfect. Let's see. Oh, look at that. That is pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see it really well. Wasn't quite first try, but those eyes look pretty darn good. I'm gonna call that done. Be very happy with that. Let's get these teeth now. Yes, the mini has teeth on it. There we go. Alright. And then we need to get that mouth and tongue. Alright. I'm actually going to do the tongue first because I'll probably end up messing up the lips doing the tongue in the first place. So. There we go. And then one little highlight to make sure it looks like it's actually wet. Go. A little too big, but we can tone that down. It's just more of the back and forth game. I swear, I think that's all painting is. I mean, you take a figure, one that's, you know, usually resin colored or something like that. You prime it black, and then we use white to do the zenithal highlighting to bring it back to a white so that you can see what you're painting and actually use less paint to cover up to get to full opacity. And then we go down to our shadow color, so we make it dark again, and then go up to the light again. So I mean, all of painting is just really that back and forth game between darks and lights, and trying to get them to arrange and fall where they're supposed to. So it really is quite a bit. There we go. his lips. And now when I do lips, I tend to take like my blood color that I used for the skin to represent the blood underneath the skin, and I mix that with one of the skin tone shades to kind of neutralize it down, because our lips aren't really, especially guys' lips, aren't really red, but it is technically just layers of skin, just very thin with a lot of blood coming underneath. And yes, in order to kind of be a better painter, you kind of got to learn all these little tricks so that you can represent it properly, and it kind of gets to be a lot. So that's why I definitely recommend learning maybe tips and tricks without bothering to know the full whys. Like, for example, when I talk about doing black hair, we tend to represent it with blues, and I don't really know why, because ultimately when you boil it down, it doesn't matter. It's just it works, it comes out good, so that's what we do. And that way I don't have to learn to think about it at all, because I don't have to figure it out. But when I'm doing something like skin tone, or like we were talking about the lips, it's better to figure out what it actually is that it's doing, so that you can kind of do it on every model, you know, in different places. So, you know, where that's welcome back.
Thanks.
Where that skin is going to look more like more reddish because of the blood underneath, because the skin is thinner, is always going to be something that's valuable to know of where you're placing it. So that's why I know that little tidbit, and yet I don't know about the blue. That's where I've learned. So, but I also love learning, so I'm frequently watching all sorts of documentaries. I know I've mentioned that before. All right, so what do you guys think? We're onto the hair now. What color should that hair be? Let's see if I can get a nice close-up on the face. Any suggestions?
I was going to suggest green.
I really don't want to do green because I'm doing a lot of green on the base. But maybe red, brown, yeah. I was thinking brown. Brown would look very natural with him, and it's funny because a lot of people show elves with blonde hair or even whitish blonde hair, but brown makes more sense when you think about nature, and that elves are so natural and naturey. But red would also go very nicely because of all the green that's going to be in the base. So that's
And we get good contrast.
going to be a complementary. Thanks, Helen. So that's going to be a complementary color to the green. So we're going to get some good contrast with that. So red might be a good choice, but how about we just go with a reddish brown to kind of split the difference?
You know what they call reddish brown? What I call reddish brown?
Well, usually they call it chestnut, but what do you call it?
Auburn.
That is another one.
I had auburn hair for a while.
But actually that one, auburn tends to lean into purple more than red, which is actually the shadow color that I'm doing, because I'm just continuing up the shadow color from his skin tone. So keeps it nice and easy. I don't have to take out more paint, and then my shadow tones will all mesh well together. So I am not anywhere on camera. All right.
Sorry, I failed in my producer credits.
You did. Not to mention all the noise you're making over there. You guys hearing that sawing?
I'm trying to do two things at once. Leave me alone.
He is. So, like I mentioned earlier, I actually agreed for Mammoth Factory.
You are way off screen again, way too high.
Oh, sorry. The company that made this mini, I agreed to make a diorama for one of their new Kickstarters, and we planned it out, and I kind of went crazy, and I selected a layout where basically there's going to be like 15 models I have to paint. And of course it's on a timeline because they need it before for their marketing. So, yeah,
And
that's
now
going to
I
be
have
fun.
Build it in time.
And yeah, so that's what he's trying to get done while. But that's how I work. I actually multitask quite a bit. So, you know, I'm able to do the stream and paint my commissions on stream, so it's not one or the other. And then I'll make my videos about my commission pieces, so whatever I'm working on, however I can turn that into a video. And that way I'm able to get everything done. So, it doesn't always work that way, but, you know, some videos you just need a specific model, and if that right one doesn't come along for commission, you either gotta wait on the video or just find a model myself to do it.
And we've got plenty.
Yes, I do have plenty of models to choose from. Way too many. My pile of shame is huge. But that's okay. I enjoy having a large pile of shame. I know there's a lot of people who don't like calling it a pile of shame. I am not one of them. I'm very proud to have a pile of shame. I think it's like a
Badge of honor.
there you go. That's the exact phrase I was looking for.
You're welcome.
It is a badge of honor. Kind of shows you're been in the hobby a while and you're kind of serious about it. So, although I'm not so sure I can call it a hobby anymore when I'm.
You are allowed. It's your thing. You're allowed to call it whatever you want.
That's true. But that's okay. I think we all still call it a hobby, regardless of how much we do professionally. So, but there we go. All right. Time to get into that hair, and nice chestnut colored hair. Oh look, I think I'm gonna go with sample
Aren't you just
again.
Rocking the sample colors today.
I am, yeah. I do have a lot. You know, like usually it's October. Reaper will actually sell like a bag of them. So you get like 20 for 20 sample bottles and discontinued bottles for like $10 or something like that, which, considering the price of paint nowadays, that's really amazing. And so I frequently try to order at least one, if not two. So I end up with a lot of sample colors. But, you know. Okay. Alright. So now let's get this chestnut going in. With hair, I actually tend not to do a 50-50 mix from shadow to mid-tone. I just tend to find it's not really necessary. So the blending on hair is quite a bit different than everything else. So I tend to only put down the shadow color, jump straight to the mid-tone, and then get on to the highlighting. So it's pretty nice.
Do you just eyeball it? Chang.
Okay.
What? You were doing eyes when I left.
Oh yeah, but I got the eyes perfect.
I figured that.
So
Figured that's why we had moved on.
we did, yes. Only took me 2 tries. And then we did the mouth. You missed that. Got his teeth, got his lips and tongue.
Cool.
He's got a lot of facial expression showing for this size mini.
That's awesome.
Yes, very cool. That's the quality of the sculpt. So
Mammoth Factory does have that going for them.
they do.
I feel like we touched on that earlier.
Yes, quite a bit, actually. So. Alright. Okay, I don't think you should do that while we're on live stream. That is he's sanding.
Well, you weren't saying anything.
Yes, but you're supposed to be helping keep the conversation going, not distracting with weird noises. And I'm not
Distracting
sure.
with weird noises made you say something, which kept the conversation going. So there. What do you think of that?
Wow. You are kind of being ornery today, aren't ya? A little feisty?
Told you I was throwing grenades. Throwing grenades.
Well, grenade is one thing, but I mean, you feel like you're throwing 5 or 6 at a time instead.
No. No.
So. Nobody's making sure I'm staying on the camera.
Sorry.
Alright, there we go. Alright. Now that definitely is going to need a second coat. That usually happens when you skip the 50-50 mix, so. All very, very normal. But we're gonna just come around and do it again.
How much of painting is painting the mini more than once?
All of it. Always paint it more than once.
Wet the dries, dry the wets. Wet the dries, dry the wets.
Yes, like I said, back and forth game.
Yup.
It's always the back and forth game.
Yep, yep.
It does require patience.
Other people should have patience.
Now you're taking us all the way back to musicals.
I figured we'd stick with the King Arthur theme.
What King Arthur theme?
Monty Python always makes me think King Arthur. It's always the first
Oh.
thing I think of. So, you know.
Yeah, well, he likes Holy Grail. I prefer Meaning of Life, but I do like Holy Grail. So, once again, can you really go wrong with Monty Python, though?
I maintain that you cannot.
Yes, I know you do. Alright, now we can get into the highlights. Alright, and I'm going to keep this simple, so I'm going to use my highlight skin tone. It's going to sound weird, but so this would be AK basic skin tone, and I'm going to mix that with my hair mid-tone to create my hair highlights. So this is another quick way of establishing highlight colors and making them uniform, just like the shadow colors. And it also saves so much paint, because all that extra paint that would be on my palette going to waste is now getting used on the model. So it's a great way to both make your model look cohesive and kind of keep it all together, as well as highlight.
Izzy is very impressed. This mini looks amazing, and you've been working on it for like an hour. I'm so impressed. I've been working on mine for like 5 or 6, and she's still working on the skin.
Well, a lot of that just comes to practice, and I've been doing it a lot more. I have a lot more brush control.
You have also always been a fast painter, though.
I have. I actually really have. Back when I was newer, I would probably finish most of my models in like 4 hours. Now they wouldn't be to the level that I paint now, but I was finishing at least a model a day for quite some time. It took probably 2 years before I finally got good enough to where the details started taking me longer than that. But
yeah, you had, for a while there, you had to like consciously slow down.
I did. That actually slowed a lot of my progress, was because I was such a fast painter. I had to like literally write slow down and put that in front of me so that I could remember not to just rush through and get to the finish line.
Well, you wanted to paint all the minis.
Yes, I did. Alright. So moving on to my secondary highlight, I'm basically just adding more skin tone. So it'll get a little lighter. Important thing to remember is thin lines.
Blending takes everybody so long, Izzy.
It's one of the reasons I am not a good painter.
Yeah, blending just takes time. You'll never get it in one go. You always have to do it multiple times. And the only reason I'm getting away with it here without doing so much more blending than just a quick glaze is simply because of the size versus the skin tone, plus the layering I did. I managed to keep the layers close enough that it doesn't create too harsh of shadows and things.
No sharp lines.
So, yeah. But again, that all comes with practice and experience. Knowing which shortcuts to take to get something done. And I'll tell you, deadlines really help with that. Once you've got a deadline looming in front of you, you really learn where to take the shortcuts. So. And there we go. Okay. You'll notice as I'm going lower on the hair, I'm going to start pulling away some of those highlights. So the top of the hair being closer to the source of light, which is the sun in this case, the light is going to fade away as you get further away from it and further down. So the lower portions down here will not be as highlighted as the higher sections. So that's what that's representing. And I'm going to come in. I'm probably going to do 2 more highlights, if you believe that,
I don't believe
on this hair. And right now I'm using the straight up skin tone, skin highlight. So this would be the, no, I'll probably only get this one in. Maybe not. There's some areas here I can definitely add it. But this is the just straight up basic skin tone from AK, and I'm doing smaller and smaller amounts because we're layering up and staying within those previous highlights so that we get that shine from the hair. And hair tends to highlight in a line, so everything I'm kind of doing here falls into that line. Okay, so coming back here. And this is where I would still rush, and you can see how I'm kind of slowing down now as I'm concentrating on it, because if I don't do that, I'll tend to just make it all highlighted the same and cover over the last layer completely because I'm just going too fast. So I don't want to do that. So that's why I've trained myself to slow down here. And that's okay. A little slower, a little less. Make sure I'm getting the right amounts there. And there we go. And I do want to hit a few places just a little bit higher than that. And so I've got some ice yellow on my palette.
Oh, the magic of ice yellow.
Ice yellow is a fantastic highlight color. And I mix that into the sunny, I'm sorry, not the sunny. I mix that into the basic skin tone. And this will be my highest highlight. So it's just going to go in a few places. And it's just going to be a small little dot in those few places to really raise it. Okay. And then the same thing back here, just, sorry, I need to get a little more water on my brush. If you don't have enough water on your brush, the paint won't flow off it nicely.
Oh, maybe that's what I should do.
Make sure you have enough water on your brush. Yes, always. Always do that. Here we go.
No, each time you say water, I make fish. I do fish.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not gonna do that.
So, all right. Now I'm going back to my my mid-tone for the hair. So that would be the hair sample, not to be confused with the skin sample I used earlier. And I'm just going to kind of reinforce some of these lines for the blending. So basically where there's a little separation, I'm going to kind of plate into that, and that'll kind of blend it back down a little bit. And also take it back towards the mid-tone because some of it, let's be honest, is looking more auburn than red brown. So taking that back in. And then the same thing back here.
He still looks very capable of causing a great deal of harm.
Yes, yes, he is. Okay, and I actually want to tone these down. They got quite a bit too bright down here. All right. And then I have just noticed that I missed all this hair over here. So,
Good job.
right. That's okay. It doesn't matter if you miss something as long as you catch it before you call it done. Right?
I don't know. I feel like even that's pretty open-ended.
That's true.
You know me. I've always been a huge fan of Scott's take on a finished mini.
Yep. If
Mini
any
is
of you
fin-
guys, if any of you guys know Miniac, that's
Scott
who
the
he's,
Miniature Maniac.
that's who he's referring to.
A mini is finished when you say it's finished.
Yep. So if you want to just spray paint it white and call it a day, there you go. It's done. It's your mini. It's your hobby. You can enjoy it however you'd like.
And it counts as a painted mini, which is always better than an unpainted mini.
Alright.
Or so they say.
Yes, we do. We do say that, and that's very true. But once again, there's nothing wrong with a pile of shame. Be proud of it. It's a badge of honor. So. Alright, skin tone done, hair done, eyes done. Got about not quite half an hour left, but quite a bit of time left. So we are chugging along.
We're trying.
Yep. Oh, I think he's coming along great. I'm really excited about where he is. I do
think
just
he's
want to
super awesome.
fix this part of his ear. There we go. All right. So now, what shall we do next?
What's that thing on his chest?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't know. But I will have to figure it out at some point.
Yes, you will. Why don't we do the spear next? Or is that going to be in the way?
No, I mean the sphere is not in the way, but honestly, the spear would be just fine, provided I do this. Just want to make sure there's separation between the hands and the spear handle.
I think we need to make the spear handle black. A black wood, like a black walnut wood.
Okay, seriously.
What?
I appreciate the faith in me and the confidence in me to paint whatever you throw out. And normally I would be like, okay, yeah, I can. Let's do it. But I can't pull up reference photos right now. So you can't expect me to paint something in a particular way like that at this exact moment. So,
You can paint wood that's black, right?
I can paint birch without reference photo because I've done it before. But beyond that, no.
Okay.
Nothing without a reference photo.
Okay.
Other than, generic old tree bark. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna do generic old tree bark because I can do that.
Well, I love you.
I love you. Well, like I said, I can do anything, but not without a reference photo. But I will use, how about if I use a black for the shadow color?
Okay.
Will that make you happy?
Happy. I mean, life makes me happy, so.
but we'll make sure it's a real dark wood. Okay? Compromise there.
Works for me.
Try to take all requests. But, yeah. Otherwise, if I don't have that reference photo, I'm just asking for trouble. It's not gonna look right.
You are trouble.
I think that there's plenty of people who disagree with that.
Well,
I don't know if Helen's still on, but she would
she is
disagree.
not. She is not.
All right.
So you know what I have realized over the course of the evening?
What's that?
We don't have a shark.
We do not have a shark.
So I need you to make me a shark.
Okay.
That's all.
I don't think we have a dolphin. Oh,
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. I did
We
do
have
a
a
dolphin.
very, very happy dolphin.
Yeah, of course. He should be happy. Why wouldn't he be?
Oh, nope, that's not one's the octopus.
The octopus is cute too. I love how the little wiggle makes him really look animated.
Yep, he came out really good.
But yeah, very minimal work. My animation skills are this. So, which I do understand is more than most people. But compared to anyone who actually knows animation, so. Alright, how about we go with leather brown?
Okay.
That is a nice brown. It's very dark,
Sounds perfect.
but that should look pretty nicely with that. Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to stop that for a second. I'm going to switch already to my detail brush because
Detail, bro.
I want to put some texture in while I'm doing this. You know, I really believe that the biggest difference between a great paint job and a good paint job is the difference between the details and the textures. And you know, it's just those little things. So by adding more of those, you're automatically adding more interest, more intrigue to your figure, and improving it, taking up the quality level. So rather than just do standard painting up on it, kind of get some wood grain going in here.
There you go.
And I tell you, my throat is getting a little unhappy with all the talking.
I'm sorry.
It's kind of crazy. Oh, excuse me, guys. I hope I'm not coming down with anything, and I would say that, you know, my boss, well, technically my boss's husband, but he's also, I call him my boss too, because, I mean,
That's the way it works.
yeah. He's got the more impressive title too, so, although frequently I get to tell him what to do, but anyway, fun dynamic. He actually has strep right now,
Oh,
so yeah,
on the upside, you can't catch that over the phone.
I cannot, and I am not in the office, and he's not at the office anyway, and hasn't been, so.
And just in case any of you are worried, if Mandy does get sick, I'll make sure she self-quarantines.
It's not like that's hard to do.
They didn't need to know that. I sounded all sorts of altruistic and impressive to them.
I don't think you're fooling anybody.
I didn't either.
I don't know, you guys. What do you think? Is he fooling you? Nah, we all know better.
Yeah.
So. But nice try, maybe?
I try, Try and keep things interesting.
Well, that is your job. Here, anyway.
Big Ben, producer extraordinaire.
That's right. Am I on camera?
Mostly, yeah. No, you were in a good place. A little bit high, but mostly your fingers are in the way, but not much we can do about that, so.
No, especially with detail work. I have to be able to anchor
Yep.
my hand. That's why my pinky's always on there. That's kind of anchoring my hand so that I can keep it steady when I'm doing the detail work. Why I started anchoring my hand this way, I will never know.
Because it works.
Well, it does work, and it has become my way, but most people, try to use their wrists, like this and things like that. But I don't know, I just find this far more steady than this, where I can kind of go everywhere. Maybe it's the combination, because my wrist is locked there.
It's the British high tea thing.
Maybe that's it. I'm not British, though.
No, but everybody wants to do the pinkies out.
And now I just want to play a clip of Candace. You see how extended my pinkies are?
Her Anglophile day.
Yep.
Only one of them. She only had one of them, but alright. And now let's go a little bit lighter. So, kind of show you guys how well I try to just mix colors and not use new paints. I'm now going to the skin tone. So I've mixed 50-50 of the skin tone into that brown that I did. So we'll be moving up that way with highlights and honestly with patterning. So I don't know where my mid-tone is actually going to fall. It might fall here instead.
But I mean, that's the joy of paint. I mean, if you wanted to, you could get away with 5 paints.
I could get away with 5 paints, yes. That is 100% correct. Honestly, I've done some really cool models with only 3 paints.
It's a lot more work, it takes a lot more effort, but...
Yep.
You know...
A lot of mixing and things like that, but...
Any given color is just other colors,
That's not totally
blended together.
true, but...
Okay.
Concept is right.
There are 3 colors that are not other colors blended together.
So... But it's really fun. I know I put out the Triad Challenge video, and that one you pick. I'm sorry, it was Quad Challenge.
Yes, you did 4.
So 4, but I've done them with 3, and I'll take something like a really dark purple, like carnival purple from Reaper, minus the hair that's on it. And then I will take like not that one. Oh. There we go. Like an ice yellow. So something that bright. And there's my shadow, there's my highlights. And then I just pick like one color in between and then mix all the rest. And since this is like purple is blue and red, and then yellow is kind of yellow, I would decide whether I wanted to lean more into blue and greens, or if I wanted to lean more into reds and oranges, because I'll be able to mix that way. And just using those three colors makes something really cool and unique. So you don't need a lot of paint. But that doesn't mean we don't want a lot of paint.
You are a paint dragon and a dice goblin.
No, I will actually disagree with that because I do use my paints.
I'm not saying that you don't.
Well, dragons hoard without using.
You still have a hoard of paint. No one's going to question that.
I would actually claim it to go the other way because, oops, I did that one a little strong. Because, dragons, like I said, they don't use their hoard. So I've got a small, I would go dragon for dice. Because I don't use those as much as I do the paint. And goblin. Paint goblin. But it's far more fun to say dice goblin than it is to say paint goblin.
I don't know, paint goblin is awfully fun.
Paint goblin? Maybe I should be replacing the fairy with a paint goblin? Fairy's not going anywhere. I love my fairy. Okay.
No, but we could use that to differentiate. We can, have the painting fairy and the terrain goblin.
Maybe. Guess it depends on what we do with them. Okay.
And all throughout, we just have fish floating around. Because, well, fish.
And Chester.
And Chester.
We can't forget about Chester. Chester's even right here with us today. Look. Chester. Chester McChompin.
Von Chomp.
Von Chomp. Sorry. Gosh, he couldn't get it yesterday, and today I can't get it. But there he goes. Chester Von Chomp. Whoosh. And his Mandy's Minis dice set. These are, my purple and teal, so. And these are really nice, hardcore, heavy metal dice, so. Hence why they get the special protection from Chester. So, he is here with us. And he will actually be living at my desk from now on, so that when anything comes up where I have to roll for it, I can roll the Mandy's Minis dice right from Chester. Really nice and easy and convenient, so. That is the plan.
It's a good plan.
I think so. Alright. polished do we think his staff is?
He is a wilderness warrior. I don't think it's polished at all because I think he's using it too often.
Okay.
Especially if he's using it for defense, it's going to have several nicks and such.
Yes, but how polished the wood is determines how high my highlights have to go.
I think we just decided that they don't need to go all that high.
Definitely not as high as I was thinking I might go. But I do kind of agree with you. I don't think he would go very high. Or, be polishing it.
He's not a royal guard or anything. He's not just standing outside of the door.
Alright. What do we think? One more? One more step up? Or shall we call it done here? I don't know. Chat, let me know. What do you guys think? What should we do?
Chat does not seem to have an opinion.
No,
Of course,
not
we
really.
could also be delayed too. Again, so
We could be.
they can have a minute to think. You're sliding off to the side.
Okay. Boom. Alright. Well, we're coming to the end here, 5 more minutes, so I say we go up one more just for the
Izzy likes it as it is.
as is. Yeah, I'm gonna go one more, just one more. And it's just to finish up the 5 minutes. It's not enough time to start something new, so.
And she doesn't want to put a new color on her palette.
My palette's completely full right at the moment. I actually need to grab a new paper. But this is gonna be just literally small dots in a few places.
Like the scritches and scratches.
Not even that much. There we go.
Cool.
Okay, and then on the back now. So literally just that much more. How you doing, Izzy? Did you get that skin tone done yet, or still blending?
Izzy is wrapping up the skin right now.
Awesome.
Good job. Way to be.
I can't wait to see it. You'll have to send us pictures in Discord. All right.
She said it took like 6 or 7 hours.
That's okay. I have taken that long in skin tone before, but you're also doing a bust, so that's a lot bigger, and some of those.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So that's not bad at all. You're actually in a good place time wise. So,
No,
but-
she's not doing a bust. She's doing a 75 millimeter.
oh, okay.
But
That's
even so,
still, trust me, that is, even that to this, it has a big difference because of that 75 millimeter hits that size where it does take more time. That's why I try to keep, one like this for mammoth to the 50. This one got a little big. He's 60, but close enough. So, but yeah, he's pretty good. So I'm gonna continue him later on, and then, oh, that's right. I was supposed to finish my mushroom guy today.
You'll have to
The
do that next
mushroom
week.
zombie. Oh, all right. Well, look for the mushroom zombie next week. So, thank you so much. So, all right, wonderful. I am going to wrap it up here. Thank you again for spending the last couple hours with us. We really appreciate it. We love live streaming with you guys and getting to chat and connect. So that's pretty much it. So
Yeah, I'm gonna try something silly here a minute.
okay.
I got them all to go off at once.
All right, and watch me roll my eyes at him.
It's funny.
So until next time,
Have fun.
and keep creating.